Why was Willow running between the bench and the gate? If Nicola Bulley fell into the river, then surely Willow would have jumped into the water after her. Isn't this just another sign that Nicola Bulley didn't fall into the river? Is it possible that she was taken through the gate? I mean, surely the police have taken this information so seriously. Let's see what they had to say about it.
Is it not significant that Willow was running between the bench and the gate, not the bench and the water's edge? I mean, I don't expect to be an expert on dog behaviour.
And I'm not either.
But what do you make of that? What has anyone, what have you consulted on that?
We have consulted people and we're ongoing with consulting people, but obviously I can't speak to the dog. And all we can say is that he was running backward and forwards and he was still in the area where Nicola's possessions were, and that's all I can say.
But was more interested in the gate and the path leading away from there than the actual water?
At that time, when the witness found Willow was between the bench and the gate.
And if the police's hypothesis is right that she fell into the river, then why didn't Willow jump into the water after her? Surely if Willow saw Nicola Bulley fall into the river, she would have either jumped into the river herself, or surely she would have been barking on the river's edge instead of running between the bench and the gate. Willow's behaviour does not show that Nicola Bulley fell into the river. Willow's behaviour shows that Nicola Bulley was taken through the gate. The fact that Willow's harness was on the floor, doesn't this show us that Nicola Bulley did not take her own life? If she was going to take her life, why wouldn't she put the dog's harness back on? Why would she just leave the dog's harness on the floor? Why would she just leave her dog near a river? Why would she do that? It doesn't make sense to leave your dog in danger as the last thing that you ever do. From the beginning, when Nicola Bulley first went missing, I always found it very suspicious that Willow the dog was found bone dry, even though the police were saying that Nicola Bulley fell into the river. It just doesn't make sense. If we look at Nicola Bulley's Facebook pictures and her Strava pictures, Willow used to love swimming in that river. She used to absolutely love swimming in that river. And apparently she didn't jump into the water when Nicola Bulley fell into the river this time. It just doesn't make sense, guys. Everything in this case suggests to me that there was a third party involvement. Unfortunately, the police do not believe that there was a third party involvement. They only believe in their single hypothesis that she fell into the river.
But it does remain our belief that Nicola sadly fell into the river and that this is a missing person inquiry.
Even though experts like Peter Folding said that she is not in the river, even though they used top sonar equipment, they still believed that she fell into the river. They had so many police divers, police dogs. They used the best equipment in the world.
And this includes many pieces of different technical equipment, including sonar, pole cameras, drones, underwater drones, and so on, as well as specialist dogs.
But still, they could not find her in the river, and just 23 days later, she is found by a member of public. Surely she was put into the river at a later date. Is it possible that once the police moved up to the sea, moved their search up to the sea, and once things quietened down where the river was, is it possible that somebody dumped Nicola Bulley's body in the river? Is it possible that they took her in a car or a van and dumped her from the lay-by? I mean, isn't it so convenient that her body was found right next to a lay-by? The scene where she went missing near the bench, it can tell us quite a lot. For example, Nikki's phone being left on the bench and the harness on the floor. Guys, surely something happened to her suddenly. Otherwise, she would have picked up her phone. She would have put the harness back on the dog. Whatever happened to Nicola Bulley, it must have been extremely sudden. Otherwise, these items wouldn't have been left in those places. Most people carry their phone in their hand or in their pocket. They don't just leave it on a bench. If somebody takes the harness off their dog, they put it back on afterwards. Everything indicates that something happened. Something suddenly happened to her. She didn't just walk off to unalive herself because she would have put the harness back on. She didn't just fall into the river and drown because the water was only 2 feet deep. So if she didn't suddenly fall into the river and drown, what happened to her? Surely someone came and took her, or somebody was waiting there for her. Or maybe there was an altercation and she was pushed into the river. If not, guys, then maybe she wasn't even there. There's no proof that Nicola Bulley was ever at the bench. If we think about it, guys, all we've been given is this story. All we've been given is this scenario. We actually haven't seen any proof or any evidence that she was ever there at all. Isn't it strange? When they were looking for the witnesses, they had stills, they had CCTV pictures of these people, when they put out appeals. How did they get CCTV of these witnesses? How did they get these pictures? The woman with the red jacket on, or the lady with the pram? How come there's no pictures of Nicola Bulley there? We only know what they've told us, and they haven't told us much. They're obviously keeping secrets. Then comes the question, what do they know? What do they really know? What have they been hiding from us? And why have they only been concentrating on that single hypothesis? Maybe whoever done something to Nicola Bulley told them that they were going to find the body in the river. Maybe they gave them a tip and told them that they need to keep searching that river because the body will be there. We don't know what's been going on in the background. Maybe someone's been blackmailed. Maybe there's a lot more to the story. There's so many possibilities. Is it possible that Lancashire police are covering for someone? Is it possible that somebody has something on them? We just don't know. It just seems like that there could be something so much bigger going on. This surely is a cover-up. The question is, why are they covering something up? And what really happened to Nicola Bulley?